Sir Alex Ferguson has already advised Liverpool on what to do with Arne Slot amid slump. Liverpool have won just 4 of their last 14 games as Arne Slot faces scrutiny, but Sir Alex Ferguson's views on what to do in such situations offer a lesson for the Reds. Sir Alex Ferguson has in the past called for more faith in managers, suggesting change at the helm doesn't guarantee improvement. Manchester United legend Sir Alex Ferguson has consistently maintained that stability is crucial for managerial success. Therefore, he would likely advise Liverpool to persevere with Arne Slot, despite the recent spell of disastrous form at Anfield. A frustrating 1-1 stalemate at home to Sunderland on Wednesday has left the Reds with just 4 victories from their last 14 matches. Following a brilliant start that saw him capture the Premier League crown in his maiden season last year, Slot now finds himself under intense pressure. Old Trafford icon Ferguson was well acquainted with such pressure during his remarkable 27-year reign at United. Despite stepping down in 2013 as perhaps Britain's finest ever manager, even the Scot faced severe criticism at various stages throughout his distinguished career. Arne Slot wrestles with new Mohamed Salah decision as Liverpool injury update imminent. He set an almost insurmountable standard when David Moyes took over as his immediate replacement at United. Following his countryman's dismissal after just 11 months in the job, Ferguson urged football clubs to demonstrate patience with their appointments, even when the heat is turned up. "There's no evidence that sacking a manager gives you success," said Ferguson in 2015. "But there is evidence at Manchester United, at Nottingham Forest, at Arsenal, that if you retain the manager for long periods, you get consistency and you get success." Former adversary Arsene Wenger led Arsenal for nearly 22 years and ushered the Gunners into the new millennium. The Frenchman clinched 3 Premier League titles and 7 FA Cups at Arsenal, but arguably his biggest contribution was embedding a culture and style that can only be cultivated with time. Arne Slot's Liverpool have won just 4 of their last 14 games. Ferguson also made reference to Nottingham Forest and Brian Clough's 18-year reign at the City Ground. It was under Clough's stewardship that the club secured consecutive European Cups, achieving remarkable success particularly in the late 1970s. Liverpool's owners, Fenway Sports Group, FSG, demonstrated their astute judgment by appointing Slot as Jurgen Klopp's successor last season. However, this immediate return has been tarnished by a challenging few months this term. That said, while United have shown a tendency for rapid managerial changes, Liverpool traditionally exhibit more patience. Slot is Liverpool's 7th managerial appointment of the 21st century, whereas the Red Devils have had 6 since Ferguson left the club just 12 years ago. Virgil van Dijk's own dip in form has been cited by many fans as one of the main factors in Liverpool's fall. Moreover, the fact Slot achieved so much and was even in contention for a quadruple in his first season should buy him some time. It's also worth remembering Liverpool kicked off the campaign on a high note, winning their opening 7 matches in a row. With that in mind, it might not require many adjustments before we see the Liverpool of recent memory return. And Ferguson's own track record is testament to the notion a small bit of trust can indeed go a long way. Arsenal win over Brentford proves costly as Mikel Arteta asks for help following double injury. Mikel Arteta has called for help following the loss of Declan Rice and Christian Mosquera to injury in Arsenal's win over Brentford. Mikel Arteta lost 2 key players after Arsenal win over Brentford and ahead of clash with Aston Villa. Arsenal's win over Brentford was supposed to be a game that allowed Mikel Arteta to rest and rotate members of his squad, but it turned into something else. The victory was secured, but the question remains, at what cost? Both Declan Rice and Christian Mosquera have to be removed from the field of play before the end of the game, the Spaniard taken off even before the halftime whistle. Arteta made 3 changes from the side that drew at Chelsea, offering some respite to Bukayo Saka, Eberechieze and Jurrien Timber. However, the latter replaced Mosquera and had to play more than a half of the match. Arteta was coy on the details after the game, unable to give clarity of the specificity of the problems. It seemed even Mosquera wasn't entirely sure what he'd done. "Yes, obviously it's never good news," Arteta replied. "Declan had to come off. We don't know. We have to see tomorrow what he's got. And Mosquera is the other one that is out. Obviously we have Big Gabby and Willie out as well, so we have to adapt. It's been a theme of this season. But when I look at the players, they haven't been playing much." Regarding Mosquera, Arteta added, "Yeah, we have to wait and see. It's probably part of the knee or ankle, we don't know. He could not really tell us exactly how it was, but he wasn't able to continue. The story of the night belonged to Ben White, who had come in to allow Timber the rest he certainly had earned. Yet the England international remained at right back even after Timber had entered the game to replace Mosquera. His time playing in the center of defense for Ajax proving a valuable experience when this surprise task was pushed upon him. The Dutchman coped with it extremely well. White's involvement in the opening goal meant there was a particular focus on his contributions in the final third. Arteta was even asked afterwards whether he had been reminded of what perhaps he had missed with White out of the side for so long. But the Arsenal manager disagreed. "No," Arteta replied. "The first thing is a defender defends and defends with that purpose and with that determination and efficiency, and he's done that today. And then if he can add the value that he can add with the ball through his passing, through his movement, and through the deliveries that he can put with the quality that he has, so be it. Today, I think he's done both very well." This is something Arteta has spoken about before, the desire for any player he signs to unequivocally love the focus on their role. Defenders who love to defend is a cornerstone of this Arsenal team's evolution from the days where it seemed an error at the back was almost a guarantee each game. If Mosquera is to miss the weekend and William Saliba is still not yet ready to rejoin the group, the performance of White and Timber is this setup will have brought encouragement and confidence the pair can replicate it against an in-form Villa side, a side which takes on Arsenal in less than 72 hours after the full-time whistle at the Emirates Stadium. Arteta again called on the Premier League to better schedule their games. The quick turnaround for their trip to Villa Park is being viewed as a very difficult test, one that did not need to be made so tricky. Probably it's not one thing, but we can help the players and everybody, the league and everybody, to do what we have to do, Arteta said. Give us another day, especially the teams that are playing so much in Europe. To everybody in general, I think we can do that because we're going to benefit from that. He added, "It's not an argument, I think it's common sense. I think it's not at some point this becomes too much, and the players are not machines. But we have to try to do that when we can." When it comes to that Villa game, there will be an expectation that Eze and Martin Odegaard could again come back into the team. Some might have been earmarking Victor Gyökeres to return to the starting lineup. However, the form of Mikel Merino has arguably made him undroppable. Arteta could not have lauded the Spaniard's contribution more in the role. "He was immense again, I think, today," he said. "The way he scored the goal, super smart. His timing, the way he wins the possession and the execution. But after his overall performance, with the ball, without the ball, I remember an action that he passed the ball to Martin Odegaard in behind. Martin doesn't chase it. He makes 40 meters to chase it to the corner flag and goes back, wins the ball back. He's everywhere, and he's got that really good momentum at the moment, and he makes the team much better." "Sonny's coming home!" Tottenham confirmed Son Heung-min's return in surprise announcement. Tottenham have confirmed that club legend Son Heung-min is set to return to North London to watch next week's Champions League fixture with Slavia Prague. The forward, who moved on to MLS side Los Angeles FC for a 20 million fee in the summer, will now get the chance to say a proper goodbye to the club's fans at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on December 9th. Son heading back to Spurs. Spurs have made a surprise announcement and confirmed that Son will be in attendance for their next Champions League match. Son moved to MLS straight after Spurs' pre-season tour of Asia, where he said an emotional farewell to the club in front of adoring fans in South Korea, and will now get the chance to say a proper farewell at Tottenham's home ground. Tottenham said in a statement, "Sonny will take to the pitch before the team walkouts ahead of the 20-bus kickoff against the Czech champions. He will then have the opportunity to personally address the supporters that took him into their hearts following his arrival from Bayer Leverkusen in 2015 and treasured him for the next 10 years. It is sure to be an emotional occasion in N17. It will be emotional," Son relishing return. Son has also admitted it's going to be an emotional affair when he returns to North London. He told the club's media, "When I announced my difficult decision to leave Spurs in the summer, it was in Korea and I never got a proper chance to say goodbye to fans at the stadium. Now I am so happy because I am going to come back to London on 9th December for the Champions League match and be able to tell the Spurs fans in person just how much their support and love over 10 years has meant to me and my family. It will be emotional, but it's important for me and the club that this happens." Spurs have also confirmed that work is continuing on a mural on Tottenham High Road to pay tribute to Son that will further celebrate the legacy that Sonny has left in this part of North London. The design has been chosen by the man himself and is due to be finished in time for the club legend's visit on December 9th. Son thriving in Los Angeles. Son has been thriving in MLS with LAFC since his summer move from Spurs, the South Korea. International scored 12 goals and grabbed 4 assists for his new side in just 13 appearances before the end of the MLS season. LAFC's campaign ended with a playoff defeat to the Vancouver Whitecaps, leaving Son with time to head back home for an emotional reunion with Spurs. The 33-year-old spent a decade in North London, scoring 173 goals during his time with the Lily Whites, and departed after captaining the club to Europa League glory over Manchester United. The win sealed a first trophy for Tottenham in 17 years and further cemented Son's place in the club's history. What next for Son? Although Son will be in North London next week, he has played down talk of a playing return to Spurs during the MLS off-season. There had been speculation that the South Korean ace could look for a temporary transfer over the winter, but Son has made his loyalty to his new club crystal clear. I've never spoken to any club about a winter move. Such talk is simply untrue, he told TV Chosun. For me, showing respect to my club and giving everything where I play, that's what matters most. That won't change. I will not leave LAFC this winter or ever while I'm here. I respect this club deeply. As long as I'm wearing this badge, there will be no such thing as a loan or a move. Never. Arne Slot responds to Mohamed Salah question after Liverpool decision, I won't say. Mohamed Salah was left out of the Liverpool starting guide for the second successive game, but Arne Slot refused to offer any hints on whether he would return versus Leeds. Liverpool head coach Arne Slot. Arne Slot says he has not decided yet whether Mohamed Salah will come back into the Liverpool team for the visit to Leeds United on Saturday after the Egyptian came off the bench against Sunderland. Salah began well after coming on at Anfield, but quickly tailed off. Liverpool went behind before drawing level through a Nordi Mukiele own goal that was forced by good work from Florian Wirtz. But Liverpool has arguably looked more stable without Salah in the side. There is a genuine question about whether or not Slot would be better sticking with his starters from West Ham and Sunderland, or twisting and bringing his number 11 back in. It has nothing to do with Mo or anyone, Slot said live on Sky Sports. I have not given a thought to how we will play at the weekend against Leeds. I have an idea who will start, but I won't say. Liverpool had lost its last 2 home games against Nottingham Forest and PSV. Stopping that run was a positive at least, as was finally earning a point from a losing position. It could easily have been a defeat for Liverpool had Federico Chiesa not blocked a shot on the line late on. Florian Wirtz's equalizer for Liverpool against Sunderland has gone down as an own goal. He kept running and that's why he cleared the ball, Slot said. We scored less than we could have scored and the opponent was quite good in the moments they had. There is a reason why we couldn't beat them and why other teams have struggled to beat them. A game where we didn't concede a lot or create a lot and were really unlucky with the goal we conceded. It was a deflection and could have gone anywhere, but in the period we are in, it went in. The Dutchman's side has the trip to Elland Road coming up next, before a visit from Brighton and then an away game at Spurs. As it stands, though, it is only 2 points off Chelsea in 4th. The standings are very congested heading into the festive period. On Wirtz's goal, he added, that was lucky as well, but it was a chance that he might have been. Not a lot of chances for both teams. We were very unlucky in the second half. In one moment, we conceded, but we came back strong. Liverpool told exactly what they need to do if they want to sign Marc Guéhi in January. Liverpool know that there will be strong competition for Marc Guéhi in the summer. The Reds were keen to upgrade their backline over the summer, and they did that by signing Giovanni Leoni, but they still wanted at least one more. It looked like they were going to get that with Guéhi too, but the deal collapsed at the 11th hour, with this proving to be costly based on how Liverpool have started the season. Join our newsletter for news and smart analysis. Who is your dream Liverpool January signing? They still remain very keen on the Englishman, though, but with the Crystal Palace captain out of contract in the summer, they will have to weigh up what to do. If they wait until the summer, they could miss out. So making a move in January might be their best bet, although they have been told exactly what they will need to do if that is the case. Liverpool must try and sign Marc Guéhi as early as possible in January. Guéhi has established himself into one of the best centre-backs in the Premier League, so it is no surprise that he is so in demand. Liverpool will feel they deserve to get him, however, after what happened in the summer, so they could be tempted by a January move to get there first. Pulling such a deal off will be very tricky though, but journalist Mark Ogden has suggested that they must go in for him early so that Palace have time to find a replacement. So I'm sure Liverpool will try, and I think they'll have to try early because they have to try early enough so that Palace can get somebody in to replace him, he said on the Football Reporters podcast. I think Man City will be interested in Marc Guehi. I'm pretty sure Chelsea will be as well. So they won't lack interest, and even the big clubs in Europe, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Barcelona, have all been linked with Marc Guehi in recent months. The chances of signing Marc Guehi in January are slim. Whether it is possible or not, Liverpool need to at least try and sign Guehi in the new year, as he could be the answer to a lot of their problems. Liverpool's top 10 biggest January signings. Palace are very much a selling club as well, meaning that they would likely jump at the chance of getting a decent fee for him instead of letting him go for nothing. The Athletic report that their chances of getting him early are slim though, but that does not mean impossible. With an early move, their best chance, as Ogden stated. Either way, Liverpool's January plans will be impacted by what happens in the coming weeks, with failure to pick up consistent wins, perhaps leading to a big mid-season spend.